Croatia. And as was just mentioned, this has been an historic visit to Croatia by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This has been the first ever visit to Croatia by an Indian Prime Minister. Prime Minister Modi arrived in Zagreb earlier today on this official visit at the invitation of the Prime Minister of Croatia, His Excellency Andrej Plenković. The visit reflects the growing momentum in India-Croatia partnership. It also has importance in the context of the India-EU strategic partnership, and it shows India's growing ties with partners in Central and Eastern Europe. I would also briefly mention the elements of the program. Upon arrival, Prime Minister was received at the airport in a very special warm gesture by Prime Minister His Excellency Plenković. The two Prime Ministers held delegation-level talks. This was followed by signing of agreements. Prime Minister Plenković will host a gala dinner in honor of Prime Minister Modi. The two leaders also took a walk together in the historic city center of Zagreb. As we speak, Prime Minister Modi is also meeting and holding discussions with the President of Croatia, His Excellency Zoran Milanović. Earlier, Prime Minister was accorded a ceremonial reception at the St. Mark's Square in Zagreb, where he also signed the Book of Impressions. Prime Minister laid wreath at the monument to Homeland. During the visit, External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar also held discussions with his counterpart, Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Mr. Gordan Radman, over a working lunch. Earlier, upon arrival at the hotel, Prime Minister Modi received a special welcome that reflected the cultural and people-to-people ties between our countries. This included chanting of Sanskrit shlokas by Croatian friends, also a short Kathak performance by Croatian artists, a group of Croatian Friends of India, and groups of Croatian students who are studying Hindi language at the Department of Indology at the University of Zagreb, and another group of students from Zagreb also welcomed the Prime Minister. Around 200 members of the Indian diaspora also welcomed Prime Minister on this landmark visit to Croatia. The two leaders during the delegation-level talks and other occasions have discussed a very broad range of issues. As you're aware, the visit takes place against the backdrop of serious global challenges and flux. The leaders discussed regional and global issues, including ongoing conflicts and other major developments. Cooperation in counterterrorism was a prominent theme of discussions. Prime Minister Modi thanked Prime Minister Plenković for Croatia's support and solidarity in the wake of the terror attacks in Pahalgam. The two leaders agreed that there is a huge potential to expand trade, investment and innovation linkages. Some of the areas where there are business linkages include IT, pharmaceuticals, equipment for wind and solar power generation, railway signaling, arms and unmanned vehicles, ports and shipping, tourism and hospitality. A number of new areas of investment, trade and technology collaboration are also being explored. The leaders agreed to strengthen the India-Croatia Startup Bridge initiative. The leaders also agreed to explore increased collaboration in defense, building upon the MOU that was signed 2 years ago. The two leaders then welcomed the signing of 4 documents. These are an MOU on cooperation in agriculture and allied sectors, a program of cooperation in science and technology, a cultural exchange program, and an MOU on Hindi chair at University of Zagreb. The leaders in their discussions also look forward to an early conclusion of the India-EU FTA, which will give a boost to the bilateral trade and supply chain resilience. Another topic of discussion was increasing connectivity, including through the IMEC Corridor Initiative. The leaders agreed on the importance of concluding a mobility partnership agreement. There are an estimated 17,000 strong Indian diaspora in Croatia, A large number are working in various sectors such as tourism, hospitality, healthcare, and construction. A joint leaders' statement is also being issued. Croatia, as you would know, is the youngest member of the European Union. It has also recently joined the Eurozone and the Schengen arrangement. And the visit of Prime Minister Modi comes soon after the unprecedented first ever visit of the College of Commissioners to India in February. And you would recall that the European Commissioner for Mediterranean, Ms. Dubravka Šuica, who is from Croatia, was also a member of the delegation. Prime Minister Modi's visit gives a boost to the growing high-level exchanges between the two countries in recent years. Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Plenković had earlier met during the COP26 in Glasgow. President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind, at the time had visited Croatia in 2019. External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar and Foreign Minister Radman have earlier met in 2023 and 2021. Last year, the Foreign Office consultation, 11th round, was held. Commerce Secretary of India had recently visited Croatia, where he had held extensive discussions on expanding business and investment ties. And there is a growing economic content in our bilateral engagement. To sum up, Prime Minister Modi's historic visit to Croatia, the first ever by an Indian Prime Minister to Croatia, will act as a catalyst to the expansion of India-Croatia partnership and further strengthen India-EU strategic partnership. Thank you.
We now open the floor for questions. Please do identify yourself as you ask your question. Please.
Sir, I am Rajnish from ANI. My two questions are here. What is the significance of this visit of PM in Croatia? As well as the second question is, how can Croatia as an EU member serve a strategic partner for India in expanding its engagement with European Union?
Okay. Jessica.
Hi sir, this is Jessica Taneja for DD India. You said that counter-terrorism is also part of the discussion, and this is post-Operation Sindoor, and given the cross-border terrorism from Pakistan, what was discussed between the two leaders specifically on that? And also about the defense, exploration on the defense collaboration, what can you tell us about that as well?
You have a question there?
सर, मैं शैलेंद्र मिश्र हूँ डीडी न्यूज़ से। जो 4 MOU हुए हैं, अगर इनको थोड़ा सा विस्तार से बता पाएं, चूँकि एग्रीकल्चर, हिंदी चेयर और कल्चरल कोऑपरेशन में।
जी सर।
Thank you. The first question regarding the significance of the visit. So as I mentioned, this has been the first ever visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Croatia. That in itself is a landmark, very historic, and it shows the growing engagement between India and the partners in the Central European region. This also, as I also mentioned, has relevance in the India-EU strategic partnership context. Croatia is the youngest member who has joined the European Union, and Croatia is an important partner in pushing a stronger India-EU strategic partnership, and also for an early conclusion of the India-EU FTA. So in addition to the aspects of collaboration that I mentioned during my initial remarks, these are some of the highlights that contribute to the significance of this visit. Croatia, of course, is a country on the eastern coast of Adriatic Sea, and it has an important location in the Central and Eastern Europe. So a whole range of issues and ways to further increase our trade, investment, technology, connectivity, defense, all these sectors were covered. And some of the MOUs that were signed also reflect the areas of cooperation that both countries are looking at, for example, ranging from science and technology to agriculture and allied sectors. On counterterrorism, there was strong support expressed on countering terrorism through whichever means. There is a strong message also conveyed in the joint leader statement that you'll be able to see. Prime Minister Modi expressed his appreciation for the support that was extended by the Croatian leadership in the wake of the heinous terror attack in Pahalgam. On defense, there has been an MOU which was signed a couple of years ago, and the two leaders discussed various ways to extend this cooperation in terms of industrial collaboration, joint ventures, and other sectors where we can work together with each other, especially in the defense field. Thank you. On the documents that were exchanged today, तो जो आज दस्तावेज एक्सचेंज किए गए उसमें से पहला था एक MOU ऑन कोऑपरेशन इन कृषि के क्षेत्र में और एलाइड सेक्टर्स में. क्रोएशिया में उनमें काफ़ी इंटरेस्ट है भारत के साथ इस विषय में कोऑपरेशन बढ़ाने का. इनके कृषि क्षेत्र के जो मंत्री थे वो भी वहाँ उपस्थित थे और उन्होंने भी अपने वार्तालाप में इसका काफ़ी जिक्र किया कि वो इसमें काफ़ी इच्छुक है भारत के साथ कृषि क्षेत्र में कोऑपरेशन बढ़ाने के लिए. डेलीगेशंस हो सकता है एक्सचेंज होंगी और इसमें और कॉन्क्रीट स्टेप्स उठाए जाएंगे. दूसरा जो था डॉक्यूमेंट वो एक प्रोग्राम ऑफ कोऑपरेशन है साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में. उसमें भी अलग अलग विषयों से अलग अलग तरीके से इसमें कोलैबोरेशन बढ़ाया जाएगा. रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूशंस के बीच जॉइंट कॉल्स फॉर रिसर्च वगैरह के माध्यम से इसमें कोऑपरेशन बढ़ाया जाएगा. कल्चरल एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम भी एक साइन हुआ. उसमें अलग अलग जो क्षेत्र हैं कल्चरल एक्सचेंज के उसमें फोकस किया जाएगा. और यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ ज़ाग्रेब जिसमें कि एक इंडोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट करीब 60 वर्ष से है और यहाँ पर इंडोलॉजी का काफ़ी लंबा ट्रेडिशन रहा है. यहाँ यूरोप में 18वीं सदी में एक क्रोएशियन स्कॉलर ने पहली बार संस्कृत का ग्रामर पब्लिश करी थी. यहाँ पर हिंदी में काफ़ी उत्साह है. जैसे मैंने कहा था कि जब प्रधानमंत्री जी का स्वागत हुआ होटल में तो बहुत अलग अलग क्रोएशिया के लोगों ने संस्कृत में श्लोक से लेकर क्लासिकल डांस, इंडियन क्लासिकल डांस, कथक और अन्य तरीक़ों से प्रधानमंत्री का स्वागत किया. हिंदी में काफ़ी रुचि है और योगा और आयुर्वेद में भी काफ़ी रुचि है क्रोएशिया में. पिछली बार यहाँ पर अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस पर अनेक इवेंट्स ऑर्गेनाइज की गई थी और यही एक आगे भी हम आशा करते हैं इसका होगा. तो ये 4 जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स थे वो अलग अलग दिखाते हैं फ्रॉम साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी टू कृषि टू कल्चर टू हिंदी स्टडीज़.